Fiji water sucks! Has a really weird taste.
Fiji used to be known as the KoAlan Islands, with the Fijian chief Ratu Udre holding the record for most humans ever.
What the f? What the f? Something bad about every country! This was a suggestion from you guys. Let's, watch. I love this channel. Well. Something bad about every country. Can I make a prediction about Germany? You know, actually about Austria. Either way.
Something bad about every country, in no particular order. Sri Lanka's economy has been collapsing since 2019 thanks to a corrupt government and the evaporation of tourism because of the Big C. They owe about $51 billion to the world and only have about 25 million in the bank.
Unlucky. Uganda Knuckles. Is that where the movie is from with all the memes? I think it was.
Uganda has a terrible water supply thanks to being landlocked and a weirdly booming population. I bet the government will probably help out, but they're probably just waiting for the next Mr. Beast video to drop. Besides being an F-tier apex gun, Mozambique has one of the highest birth rates, but also one of the lowest life expectancies at birth. Good luck, son. If you have such bad judgment that you find yourself in Honduras,
I don't even know where that is.
Try not to get sick, as they only have one doctor per 3,000 people.
Good luck.
Take the economic approach and just be mugged and left for dead. Freedom of speech and freedom of the press are still restricted in the UAE. Hold anti-government protests like we do in the US and you'll get stoned. Not the good kind. Iceland has committed some of the worst political atrocities in history, from purchasing green beans to shooting protected ducks.
Purchasing green beans? Green bean scandal. Then executive director of Iceland's research council purchased green beans and other food for the Surtsey Island. Why is that bad? Of which he was director of accounting. The purchases were discovered in the research council bookkeeping, but the green beans were listed as car maintenance for the research. Did he just want beans? Also, what did the ducks do? The hell?
And even making rude comments. Over 90% of Gabon is covered in rainforest. The other 10% is covered in AIDS and malaria. When 18th century Serbian village—
Serbia! Oh god. Balkans, stand down, please. Balkans, please. Balkans, stop. Hold your comments, Balkans. Hold your comments.
Villagers experienced anything inexplicably spooky, they blamed the recently deceased, dug them up, and killed them all over again.
Honestly, I think the Balkans are actually justified.
They would call these bodies vampires. The entire country of Lesotho is more than 3,200 feet above sea level, which is pretty high, but not as high as having the world's highest self-deathing rate.
Jesus Christ. Paraguay
once lost a war against Brazil, Argentina, and Uruguay in the late 1800s. They then doubled down and kept fighting, only to lose over 2/3 of its population in the end. For over 500 years, the tiny island nation of Mauritius traded hands between the Dutch, French, and British, and they all dealt in heavy slave trade. Eswatini is the last absolute monarchy in Africa.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what country?
Too bad it's still a dirt poor third world country. For over a decade, Haiti accounted for over 30% of the Atlantic slave trade, importing 40,000 slaves a year at its height, but then they revolted and won independence. Israel is a huge fan of huge walls, and not a huge fan of neighbors, but not calling out any in particular.
God. Touche.
Djibouti is one of the funniest named countries in the world. It's also one of the largest destinations for human trafficking. A little less funny now, isn't it? You think the Netherlands looks like this.
It doesn't.
But it actually looks more like this. Montenegro translates to Black Mountain.
Who could have thought?
And is in fact not a reference to your friend Monte. Translating to the savior, it's exactly what El Salvador needs since it has been ranked as having the highest murder rate in the world.
What?
68% of—
Sorry, but what is happening in El Salvador?
El Salvador needs since it has been ranked as having the highest murder rate in the world.
Wait, what are the other ones? Jamaica, Lesotho, Honduras, Belize, Venezuela? St. Vincent and Grenadines, South Africa, St. Kitts and Nevis, Nigeria, Bahamas, Trinidad, Mexico, Anguilla, St. Martin, Brazil, Dominica, Colombia. Sheesh. Holy.
68% of Tanzania's population lived below the poverty line of $1.25 a day. Minimalist YouTubers should take notes. Liechtenstein was the
Liechtenstein, bro. Liechtenstein is such a weird country. It's so small too. Like, how does it exist? How are you? Who are you? I don't know anyone who's from Liechtenstein. Any Liechtenstein people here? What do they do in that country? If you're from Liechtenstein, raise your hand.
last European country to allow women to vote.
Oh, that's what they do there. Okay. Okay.
In 1984, Nicaragua has
There are more corporations than people in Liechtenstein.
Oh, okay.
no formal address system, so if you're trying to go anywhere, an address will probably look like third house down from the second left turn after the Taco Bell.
Nice.
Good luck, Amazon drivers. Sweden was a mighty
Sweden!
empire in the late 1500s, but then they tried invading Poland. And no one has ever successfully invaded Poland.
Mm-hmm. I wonder who else tried.
Sweden was no longer a mighty empire after that little stunt. Belize has a Bigfoot equivalent called El Sisamito, which runs around killing hunters and ripping off their thumbs.
Oh!
The country of Chad has a mad sharp jawline.
There's a country called Chad? Is that where all the Chads are from?
It also has one of the highest mother mortality rates in the world. Malawi's president once sold off a private jet and 35 Mercedes-Benz to raise money for the country's economy. Too bad it has the third poorest economy in the world. Burkina Faso is an African country with the capital of Ouagadougou, which just sounds
I like that name. Ouagadougou? Ouagadougou. That's a great name.
like it was founded by Adam Sandler. In ancient Italy,
Italy! The worst thing they ever did. Great pizza.
the Roman Empire was at its peak in the year 117 AD, or CE, or whatever. It then did a 360 and fell over in the year 476.
That was a joke. I love pizza.
The last traces of the Roman Empire can be found across many middle-income shopping areas in the US. Seychelles by the seashore. Even though it's regarded as the Garden of Eden, it's plagued with terrible plastics pollution. Their saving grace is that their iconic sea coconuts are making me act up something awful.
Yeah, I was.
In 2011, Malta.
I was gonna say what the
held a record for most people gathered dressed as storybook characters at 453, but then was obliterated by Singapore with 1,560 in 2014. Clearly, neither country has ever heard of or smelled a Comic-Con. Mali was home to the world's richest king, Mansa Musa. Now, it's home to the world's largest mud building. Colombia boasts a thriving coffee export, but they also dunk cheese in said coffee and sell you donkey porn on the side of the road.
Hey, any Colombians can confirm this? Do you actually put cheese in coffee? Any Colombians in here? There's no way this is actually... No way, right? Parrot's Side House, I was gonna say. Does Parrot do this?
Take your pick. It already sucks enough being a journalist in general, but especially in Eritrea, where it is ranked last in press freedom in the entire world. Tuvalu is a tiny group of islands northeast of Australia with an area of just 10 square miles. Almost no one goes there, so who cares?
Is this country literally just a frame? Bro, it's just a frame.
Give it up for Tuvalu, everybody. Liberia had a crazy civil war from 1989 to 2003. Over 250,000 lives were lost, with most of the killing performed by child soldiers. Imagine getting 360 no-scoped by a 4-year-old, but IRL. Funerals in the Dominican Republic last a total of 9 days. 3 days of grief, 3 days of silence and reflection, and 3 days of acceptance. Just huck 'em in the ground and move on already.
I don't know how to feel about that.
It is considered very rude to refuse food or drink in Ukraine. Be sure to take seconds or thirds of all the food that the US is paying for. In 1840...
Oh my god. I'm sorry, that just... Bro. Oh my god.
47, a quarter of Ireland's population kicked the Guinness-soaked bucket due to the infamous Irish potato famine. Potatoes rotted and the British government was neglectful as usual. 1 million people died. You know how it is. Denmark is home to some great social welfare programs and a strong education system. Too bad you gotta pay over 50% in taxes for it. The
Oh yeah, Denmark has crazy taxes.
early 1600s was the darkest time in Russia's history, where a famine killed off a third of its population and then a war killed off another half of that. Good thing Russia's peaceful nowadays, at least.
Yeah, right? Good thing. Good thing nothing bad ever happens in Russia.
Bhutan used to be in complete isolation until the 1970s,
They got a dragon?
banning any foreigners from entering it. Not that you could really get in anyway, considering it's just friggin' steep-ass mountains everywhere.
Oh, that looks so pretty though.
I won't go into detail about Greece.
What? Why?
Pause the video here and look this up.
Socially acknowledged, often idealized, romantic and educational relationship between an adult male and... Okay, moving on.
Just don't use a work computer. Bangladesh's capital city of Dhaka...
Shit. No, FBI! No!
is ranked one of the worst cities to live in because of insufferable traffic, pollution, and density. Just like any other city, I guess. Guatemala was home to the longest Latin American civil war in history, lasting 36 years and resulting in 200,000 people getting Guatemala to death. Tragically, there are no guinea pigs in Guinea. It actually really pisses me off.
There are no guinea pigs in Guinea? What? Why are they called guinea pigs? What?
North Macedonia used to just be Macedonia, but Greece bullied them into changing the name because a part of Greece is also called Macedonia. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know about that either, man. Like, oh my god. Greece and Macedonia, just... I don't know. I don't know.
Tunisia has some of the world's most beautiful golden beaches. It also has some of the highest domestic abuse rates. When Fidel Castro took control of Cuba, he destroyed and banned all games of Monopoly. Reports of family arguments plummeted overnight. Zimbabwe's economy went through the ringer beginning in 2005. The government printed a $100 trillion bill. In reality, it was only worth about 40 cents. Give it up for inflation. Austria's main exports are automobiles, paper products, and genocidal dictators.
There it is! Oh my god, man. Was waiting for it, same. Oh my god.
So, when Christopher Columbus discovered America in 1492, he really landed in the Bahamas. He also enslaved almost all of the locals over the next 30 years. Costa Rica is home to a mythical demon monkey called La Mona, which screams at you from the treetops. Before he was president, JFK was marooned on one of the 992 Solomon Islands. He was later rescued by locals, only to be murdered by his own government. The island was later named Kennedy Island. China is... But I got... Let's say he does look like him. St. Vincent and...
No!
The Grenadines sounds like the name of a band. In reality, it's just a group of shitty Caribbean islands. I guarantee no one from Burundi will see this video because only 3% of its population has internet access. It's ranked as the poorest country in the world.
Oh man!
Comment below if you're from Burundi. Turkmenistan is home to the Gates of Hell, a natural gas crater that has been burning since the 1980s. Probably why it's one of the least visited countries in the world. Cameroon is home to over 2,000 different ethnic groups and almost zero rights for women.
I'm sorry. I can't make that joke. Can I? Is YouTube gonna slap me for that?
Buttholes in Nepal decided to be the only country in the world to not have a rectangular flag, but I guess that makes sense for a country that still uses the caste system. The country of Panama prioritizes use of freshwater reserves for the needs of the Panama Canal rather than the needs of farmers.
Oh.
Can't eat boats, fellas. Or can you?
Can you? Tasty. No!
In 1800s Portugal, Diogo Alves killed a total of 76 people by pushing them off of a 200-foot ledge over the Aguas Libres aqueduct. He was caught and sentenced to death by hanging in 1840. Côte d'Ivoire, also called the Ivory Coast, is the world's largest producer of cocoa beans through child slave labor. You can taste the sweat and tears in every bite. Yeah, Borat.
Kazakhstan! Borat! Borat!
That's homeland of Kazakhstan is a real country.
Sorry, let me
You can
restart that.
taste the sweat and tears in every bite. Yeah, Borat's homeland of Kazakhstan is a real country. Here, you can play the ancient game of Kokpar, where two men fight over a headless goat corpse on horseback.
They do what? Very nice!
Real fun stuff. Being a nation of islands, the Maldives will be one of the first to get wiped out when sea levels eventually rise. But look at the turtles!
Aww.
Dominica's economy heavily relies on agriculture. This wouldn't be so bad if it weren't for all the hurricanes that just outright obliterate crops annually.
Wasn't this the country we had today in GeoGuessr? Yeah, I think it was. Bro, I love the Borat movies. They're so good, damn it. So goddamn good.
One of the most popular and
Estonia.
rapidly growing internet communication platforms was founded in Estonia. That's right, Skype.
Right, I think Akust mentioned this before, right? Right, Akust, you mentioned that. Like, I don't know, like a year ago or something, man.
Everyone uses Skype. In 1991, Mount Pinatubo erupted in the Philippines, sending 10 billion metric tons of
Nestle got in a lot of trouble for getting their cocoa beans from the country cause of the child slavery.
Yeah, but it's still happening, isn't it? So...
magma into the air and shipped.
Sorry, let me restart this.
Pinatubo erupted in the Philippines. Skype. Everyone uses Skype. In 1991, Mount Pinatubo erupted in the Philippines, sending 10 billion metric tons of magma into the air and shifting global temperatures by 1 degree. But I have to use a paper straw, right?
Right. Paper straw for the economy, right?
Kitts and Nevis was almost always home to tobacco and sugar plantation slaves until it was abolished in 1834. Oh yeah, and Alexander Hamilton was born here. In Oman, you're not allowed to spend more than 10% of your monthly earnings on alcohol, so
Interesting.
when you try and fail, you'll be standing there like, oh man.
Oh man. That's an interesting law. What the hell? They keep count, right? Like, how would they know? That's a good question. How do they know?
Some Malayan citizens visit graveyards at night, providing offerings to the dead in hopes of receiving winning lottery numbers. Syria.
I'm gonna just say, there's a lot of great artists from Malaysia. Like anime artists. Like, I've commissioned a lot of people from Malaysia. I don't know why. I don't know why they have such a such a high skill ceiling there too, man. There's so many good artists from Malaysia. Malaysia represent.
Is home to some of humanity's oldest structures in the world. Some of these remains and ruins have survived over 7,000 years, only to get blown up by extremist groups. World famous Grammy award-winning singer Angelique Kidjo was born in Benin. Oh, you never heard of her? Yeah, me neither.
Oh, okay.
St. Lucia apparently has a pretty bad police brutality problem, so best avoid going there if you want to commit crimes. You probably just get what you deserve. Nauru is another one of them tiny island nations like Tuvalu. Although it's so tiny, it is the fattest nation in the world with 88.5% of its adult population classified as obese.
What about America? What's America's obesity rate? Also, when are we getting to Germany?
They've also never won an Olympic gold medal. I wonder why. Turkey has some strange customs with babies, from covering newborns in salt in order to give them resistance bonuses to...
There's like no way this is real. Any people from Turkey in chat? Any people from Turkey in here? This real? This true? Maybe in the comments. Leave a comment. If you're from Turkey, leave a comment. If this is true. They're seasoning the baby.
Placing a turtle under their pillows at night for protection.
There's no way this is true! Like, shut up! No way!
Muslims in Brunei are forbidden from marrying outside of their own religion. It's a crime punishable by death. I do, more like I die. Anyway, it's a
holy
holiday in Cambodia. It's tough, kid, but it's life. It's a holiday in Cambodia. Don't forget to pack a wife. Madagascar supplies 80% of the world's vanilla. Unfortunately, there are no talking animals like certain movies would have you believe.
Oh man!
If you're a bad boy or girl, you can still be legally executed by firing squad in Indonesia. So think twice before you commit murder or decide to go into drug trafficking while touring the country.
Whoa.
Palestine is the main reason why Israel is such a huge fan of walls. Also, people have been telling me about a free Palestine, but for the life of me, I can't find where to claim it.
Okay, man. Okay. That's a good one. That's a good one. First time I actually heard that one.
Micronesia is a slightly smaller Nesia than
What?
Indonesia.
Micronesia? What? Micronesia? Thank you for the Gamma Subs purchase. Use the code Kitsunero for 10% off. Thank you. Supports me directly. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a thing. Did you not know Micronesia? Shut up, Mosby! As if you knew it. It's the accumulation of tiny islands on top of Australia. What? It's just like the tiny freaking islands on top of Australia.
It's not uncommon for school children to be kidnapped in Nigeria. What? Since 2020, over 1,000 students have been abducted and held for ransom.
Jesus Christ!
At least it's a good excuse for not doing your homework. Yemen is home to the Well of Hell, a sinkhole that local legends claim is home to a head-stealing djinn. Turns out it's just home to snakes, crocodiles, but no Robin Williams genie. On average, each Luxembourg citizen over 15 years old smokes over 6,300 cigarettes a year.
Brother.
And they're only the world's second heaviest smokers,
Brother.
right behind Andorra. North Korea is best Korea. South Africa is home to a bunch of bums because it currently has the highest unemployment rate in the world at 29.8%. For comparison, the US rate is 3.7% as of this video. Mexico, America's pants. Stay in the
Mexico.
tourist areas or the next time your family sees you will be in a live leak video. In 2018, Venezuela experienced a 65,000% inflation rate. $1 US is about 3.6 million Venezuelan bolivars.
What?
Bahrain is home to the world's largest underwater theme park. The downside? Not a single water slide. Just a big dumb plane to explore.
Huh.
You can't fly that thing down there. Senegal was once the largest slave trading center on the African coast from the 15th to 19th centuries, and as such is one of the biggest cases of friendly fire in history. Jamaica is a very superstitious country. There's all kinds of local legends ranging from ghosts that steal your voice to an enraged flaming bull that chases you for being out late at night.
Uh-oh. Nothing bad ever happened in Germany, right? Nothing bad ever happened here, right? Einigkeit und Recht und Freiheit für das deutsche Vaterland. Danach lasst uns alle streben, brüderlich mit Herz und Hand. Right? There's nothing bad there.
Germany. Uruguay has...
See, nothing bad happened. Nothing bad happened. Nothing ever happened in Germany. There's no war in Bossing, say. Oh my god. Nothing ever happened.
been consistently rated as the safest country in South America in terms of violent crimes.
Oh.
But that also means that it's the most expensive to live in. Safety comes with a price. Bolivia was home to the greatest lake in the world, Lake Pupo.
What?
Tragically, it has fallen victim to climate change and completely dried up. Is driving your gas-guzzling car worth the loss of Lake Pupo? I think not.
Just as
Moldova is Europe's poorest country. With an average GDP per capita of only $4,551, it's no wonder why all of their smart, hard-working youngings are fleeing the country for better opportunities. If you plan on proposing to a loved one, try not to purchase a blood diamond from Sierra Leone. It could end up costing someone an arm and a leg. The previous
Jesus Christ.
leader of Suriname, Desi Bouterse, was the military commander during a coup in the 1980s. He was arrested for drug trafficking, served 11 years, and was then elected president for 10 years before being subsequently arrested again for murdering 15 political opponents. He's a real one. Alright guys, we're about halfway through. I hope you're remembering to stay hydrated. If not, here's your water break.
Okay, I'll drink some. Thank you. I'm gonna post myself some more water, actually.
Alright, that's enough. Lebanon has a crazy garbage crisis that makes even Los Angeles look sterile by comparison. Environmentalists have tried different cleanups, but the crisis remains, well, a crisis.
Fun fact, I've visited Lebanon before. Because my stepfather has family there. So I've been to Lebanon before, and yes, it's very dirty. It is. It is very dirty.
For example, in this image alone, you can see all of my online gaming teammates.
Also has a lot of stray cats.
Despite being a group of islands, Cape Verde is one of the driest countries in Africa. In the 20th century, severe droughts and famine caused the death of 200,000 people. Rwanda. If you're in your 20s, you probably remember learning about the Rwandan genocide at school. In 1994, nearly 1 million people were slaughtered during the Rwandan Civil War. The only
I've never even heard about this. Holy sh!
reason you know the capital of Thailand is because your friend punched you in the balls shortly after telling you. Somalians are huge fans of pasta, thanks to years of colonization by Italy.
Why is there a banana? They also eat bananas with every meal? Why is there a banana with the spaghetti? Ugh. Bananas and rice? Oh my god. I mean, I would try it. Why? I don't even like bananas that much. I really don't even like bananas all that much.
Australia is home to over 2,400 species of spider. Arachnophobes? Stay away.
I like that the font was upside down. Bro, I told the story the other day, but goddamn man, we had a giant spider in the bedroom the other day and my heart rate jumped to 120 beats per minute, man. I just... Bro. Oh, the country's upside down too. Bro, I cannot, man. Just thinking about this again is making my heart act up. Oh god.
In 1997, Ecuador had their first female president, Rosalia Arteaga.
Oh,
Before being forced to resign, she served her country for 2 whole days. Singapore has some crazy
Okay. 2 whole days, wow. Wow.
laws. Here's a few of them. Walk around your house naked, chew gum, smoke, steal Wi-Fi.
It's my house! What do you... Steal Wi-Fi is illegal? It's my house, though! Chew gum is illegal?
Sing in public, feed pigeons, not flush a toilet, urinate in public, drink alcohol after 10 p.m., or be gay. It's also illegal to unalive yourself, though I'm not sure how they'd arrest you for that. If you want to name
They're gonna have your corpse serve. My god, man.
your child in Hungary, you're restricted to a list of approved names. Instead of torturing your child with a dumb name, you can instead grant your child a meaningful name such as Zev or Nullifer.
They are mandated names? What the
Or Nurbanu, or even Tablachka. Over the past 20 years, Trinidad and Tobago have seen an exponential rise in violent crimes, mostly against women. Come on guys, beat your meat, not a woman. In 1983, Sudan enforced Sharia law, subsequently banning all alcohol. The entire country's alcohol stock was dumped into the Nile River, so at least the crocodiles got lit.
They dumped all the alcohol into the river. Are you for real?
The national dish of Peru is called koi. It's just a whole roasted guinea pig. Saudi Arabia
I think I'm gonna be sick.
is one of the world's top executioners, performing 196 public executions in 2022, right behind Iran's 576 and China's unknown thousands. Azerbaijan is known as the Land of Fire
But this is a great country.
because of frequent spontaneously combusting mountainside natural gas leaks. The Marshall Islands got completely dunked on when serving as a nuclear bomb test site in the 40s and 50s. The islands are riddled with bomb blast buttholes. The Central African Republic has been in a complete shit ever since gaining independence in 1960. Constant coups, internal conflict, and the like make this country a no-go. Antigua and Barbuda are 2 more islands among other islands in the dumb Caribbean, meaning it probably had slaves and was visited by pirates at some point. The Democratic Republic of the Congo, like most African countries, doesn't have a pretty past. The entire population was violently enslaved under the Belgian crown to farm and harvest rubber from trees. Africa really got the short end of the stick in history. There's a lot of things you're not allowed to bring into Uzbekistan. This includes, but is definitely not limited to,
Oh my god. Publication minus illustration for photos? Some materials computer data. Anything. Bro, the last one is just anything.
Monaco is the wealthiest country in the world with over 30% of its population being millionaires. Sounds impressive until you realize that the entire country can fit in Central Park in New York with a population of 38,000 people.
Wow. That's small.
There are at least 1.5 million cats that live in Cyprus,
Wow!
which means they way outnumber the amount of people. This is actually not a
Whoa!
negative fact, unless you're allergic to cats.
I like cats.
You're completely SOL if you have a toothache in Morocco. There's only one dentist for every 800,000 residents. Sounds like it's time to break out the pliers and do it yourself. Besides being the best country in
America! Yeah!
the world, the United States is also the greatest country in the world.
Yeah!
Togo
Freedom!
is-
Is that all? Okay, man. Okay. What the fuck is a kilometer?
An African country. I'll give you a wild guess what thing might have happened there. If you're
I have no idea.
masochist, you can voluntarily spend the night in the Karasta prison hotel in Latvia, where you can be interrogated, punished, and harassed as you sleep in a cold cell. Niger was the country you were terrified to pronounce at school, while some other kids were oddly excited to.
God damn it, man.
Angola, African country. Slaves. Guyana was home to Jonestown, a lovely little town which had a sudden population decrease from 918 to 0 in a matter of a few hours. They drank the Flavor Aid and committed self-die in the name of Christian socialism.
Oh!
Still no guinea pigs in Guinea-Bissau, just citizens living off of less than $2 a day. Slovakia is home to the world's tallest cave column, which spans 112 feet high.
Oh, I wonder what's about Slovenia. What's the worst thing Slovenia ever did? Fanboys. No, that's a good thing. Did Slovenia ever do anything? Either way.
How boring of a country do you have to be where this is a notable fact? If you want to learn about Samoa, you first have to consider the coconut and consider its tree. Also take into consideration Samoa's high obesity and heart disease rate.
Oh!
In New Zealand, sheep outnumber people 7 to 1. Be cautious. You never know when you're being watched by a sheep. Bosnia and Herzegovina is a single country but sucks as much as two. It's got some of the worst air pollution in Europe, high unemployment, and over 200,000 active landmines in walkable areas. The only thing booming here...
Aren't those undocumented too? Or was that Serbia? I know one of the Balkan countries had undocumented mines. I forgot which one.
Here are your legs. We all know South Korea is the better Korea. I could watch those Korean street food videos all the time. Oh wait, something bad. In general, they're pretty racist towards outsiders. Because of this,
Oops, sorry.
South Korea is one of the least diverse countries in the world. There's a town...
Oh, okay. Panko from Face Connect had an unfortunate moment pronouncing the country's name and said the gamer word by accident. Pretty sure the stream is gone, Dolomon. No.
in Mongolia named after you. Sadly, it's pronounced maroon, but that ruins the joke. Libya used to have the world's most boring flag. Then after overthrowing its dictator, they added some pizzazz with the symbol from Link's mirror shield for some reason. Must be huge Ocarina of Time fans. Barbados. Caribbean island, let's see. Pirates and slaves.
Nice.
Oh yes, but white slaves too.
I mean, not great.
Enemies of the British Crown were sometimes sent to Barbados to live as indentured servants. The Czech Republic and Slovakia used to be Czechoslovakia, but got divorced in 1993 to find new identities for themselves, leaving behind 15 million disgruntled children. If you ever visit the tiny island nation of Palau, you are required to sign an eco-pledge promising to be a good little boy or girl and not to cram straws directly down a leatherback sea turtle's gullet. Qatar hosted the 2022 World Cup. It cost the country $220 billion and 6,500 migrant workers' lives. All that to host one of the most boring sports in the world.
Unlucky!
Timor, or Timor-Leste, declared independence from Portugal in 1975. It was then invaded by Indonesia 9 days later and sustained a 24-year period of violence and resistance, resulting in the death of over 250,000 people, or a third of the country's population.
Jesus Christ, a third?
The Caribbean island nation of Grenada was invaded by the US in
USA!
1983 to stop Cuban influence and rescue US students who were studying on the island. The Comoros Islands off the coast of Africa have experienced over 20 coups since its independence from France in 1975. Speaking of France, you can get legally married to a dead person there. The
Excuse you? Excuse you?
practice of necrogamy was started back in 1803 as a way for women to marry their fallen soldier boyfriends.
Damn.
This allowed the weeping widows to become a beneficiary of their dearly departed's military pension. This way, both husband and wife end up getting the bag.
You know what? Maybe it wasn't that bad after all. Maybe it wasn't that bad after all. Whoa. Off topic, but New Zealand and Australia have a thing in common. They both have more of one species of animals than people. The more you know. Australia has 20 times more rabbits than people. Wow. It also has more insects than people. And insect types than people. I learned that the other day from more pies. Either way, moving on.
In 2004, the monarchy of Tonga sued their court jester, Jesse Bogdanoff, a Bank of America financial advisor, for mismanaging over $14 million of the king's money on bad investments. Something Wall Street Bets joke. Brazil had a record-breaking 59,000 murders in 2017, with only 8% of them resulting in any legal consequence.
What?
Ethiopia is home to the cruelest place on Earth, the Danakil Depression, which is the country's lowest and hottest region. But don't try to cool off in these
Is the country called Depression?
Earth. The Danakil Depression.
The country's literally called Depression. Oh my god.
Which is the country's lowest and hottest region. But don't try to cool off in these pools. They are highly acidic water pools rich in salt, sulfur, and iron, so you'll just end up turning into soup. Although Croatia is stunningly gorgeous and has the worst waste management system in Europe, countries in the European Union recycle.
But from what I know, Croatia has a fund system, a bottle deposit system. Maybe they just implemented that. Roughly
40% of their waste on average. Croatia is in the dumps at just 8%. Finland recently changed its Air Force. Average. Croatia is in the dumps at just 8%. Finland recently changed its Air Force insignia. Now it looks like this, but back when it was founded in 1918, it looked like this. Keep in mind that the swastika is an ancient symbol of good luck used across many different cultures, until some German buttholes tarnished the image. In Arabic,
I don't know if we need to censor this. I don't know. Maybe.
Iraq means fertile.
Oh! That's ironic.
Yeah. In India, more people have mobile phones than access to a toilet.
What?
So be sure to watch where you step.
Jeez.
Since 1389, Armenians have experienced 17 different massacres, with the Armenian Genocide of 1915 being the worst, resulting in around 1.2 million Armenian deaths. Tour guides in Tajikistan used to scam tourists by charging them for Yeti sighting tours in remote valleys, though no Yetis were ever found.
Wow.
Papua New Guinea? No, son. No Guinea here. Just
God damn it, send no guinea pigs!
People practicing black magic. 50 to 150 witches are executed each year. Spooky.
Yeah, they still believe in witches? Oh my god.
Ladies, do your best to avoid Afghanistan as it's ranked worst in the world for gender equality. While there's no female heroes, 90% of the world's heroin is produced here. Although Zambia is home to some of Africa's most beautiful landscapes, the city of Kabwe is one of the world's most polluted cities, stemming from decades of lead mining and smelting. Over 100,000 people have reportedly suffered from lead poisoning around the town. Ghana, another African country, more slavery, but the first to gain independence from colonists. Slaves broke their backs for centuries in Egypt so that we could have the absolute banger that is the Prince of Egypt.
Give it up for those slaves! They did a good job. Well done. I'm so sorry you broke your backs, but goddamn was it worth it, I guess. Oh my god, man.
In Kuwait, you can bet on camel racing. Oh, that isn't surprising? Well, how about camels controlled by robots? Yeah, much more interesting now.
What? What?
Isn't it? Robots are really taking all of the jobs. Not just a state in the US, the country of Georgia slopped out the tyrannical maniac Joseph Stalin, something that not many Georgians are proud of.
Oh! I had no idea!
Meet Chatletics, my Mauritania-locked ultimate Iron Man. Oh,
what?
Wrong Mauritania. If you speak out against Gambia's corrupt government, you might find yourself kidnapped and thrown in a pit. Talk, get the pit.
I'm not talking no talking here. Big fan.
Kiribati is a group of Pacific islands. With a mean elevation of just 6 feet above sea level, it'll probably become one of the first victims of climate change.
Oh.
Spain is home to a plethora of nudist beaches,
What?
which sounds great in theory
No.
until you see the people that actually go to these nudist.
Oh, God. Bro. Not a fan. Why? Just wear something.
Beaches. Greenland is the perfect place if you hate neighbors, since it's the least densely populated country in the world with only 5 people per 100 square miles.
Oh, wow.
Kyrgyzstan is just mountains, so I hope you like mountains.
I like mountains. They're pretty.
Sadly, there's still no guinea pigs, even in
God damn it.
Equatorial Guinea. It's for the best though, because they would probably just have to submit to the brutal authoritarian government. The Vatican City is the smallest country in the world.
I'm still so baffled that this is actually considered a country. How? How? What? What?
Even though it's just a city. The Pope lives there, and that's bad enough. Although, it's gotta be said, it would make a pretty sweet GTA map. Iran experienced an unprecedented socio-economic surge thanks to the White Revolution in the 1960s and 1970s. Free education, increased healthcare, extreme distribution of wealth to the working class, infrastructure reform, expansion of women's rights, and so much more. It just sucks that all of the religious nuts took over and turned it into the less than ideal place it is today. Iran absolutely fumbled the bag on this one. Canada is America's hat, and boy do they love clubbing seals to death. Chile was home to Augusto Pinochet, one of the world's bloodiest dictators. He took power in 1973 and kidnapped, tortured, and killed thousands. But since it was in the name of fighting communism, world leaders were just like, Slovenia.
Oh, here we go, femboy country, let's go.
It's boring as
True! True! Bro, Hexagon and Shed Ragey. Not wrong, but you. Oh my god, man. Hey, if you just want to get away from political shit, right? If you don't want to be involved in any dick, you know?
The Republic of the Congo is not the Democratic Republic of the Congo. In fact, it is 100% less democratic, but has the same amount of Ebola. If you didn't have malaria upon entering Kenya, you probably do now.
Oh, unlucky.
Laos is considered the most bombed country in the world after the US dropped over 270 million cluster bombs during the secret war in the 60s and 70s.
Secret war?
Over 80 million remain on the ground, still active.
But if it's a secret war, how do we know about it? But secret war? Secret tunnel? Secret war? Other way.
South Sudan. It's like Sudan, but with a cowboy hat. Lithuania was once a world superpower, until it got top rope elbow dropped by Russia in 1655 and finished off by plague and famine. Now Lithuania just chills.
Oh, fair enough.
Norway is home to many beautiful animals, like whales. Oh yeah, Norway leads the world in whaling. San Marino.
Oh man! Oh man! No!
Is a tiny country state in Italy. However, there's not a single olive garden to be seen.
Oh.
Guess what?
What?
There's guinea pigs in Argentina.
That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It's not called guinea. Why are they not the guinea? I want a guinea pig. Can I have a guinea pig? I'll have it in my streaming room. Or a bunny. Can I get a bunny? A bunny and a guinea pig. Very cute.
While in Pakistan, try not to express any non-Muslim religious beliefs, or else you might catch yourself in prison on blasphemy charges.
Oh boy.
Religious freedom ain't too good there. The people of Belarus are pretty superstitious. For example, don't whistle in someone's house or you'll blow all of their money away.
Guess what I'm doing on the weekend? Guess what I'm gonna do on the weekend?
To mark the end of winter, the people of Poland burn and drown a doll of Marsana, the Slavic goddess of winter and death.
This true? I know I have some Polish people in chat. This true? We do the same? Holy shit. That's That's a crazy tradition. Yeah, it's true. Jeez.
The African country of Botswana is 70% desert, 5% elephants, and 25% AIDS. The small African islands of Sao Tome and Principe are major transit points for heroin trafficking. Consisting of mostly desert, only 0.9% of Namibia's land is able to be used for farming, so they have to rely on imports to feed the population. Romania is home to some of Europe's last remaining virgin forests in the Carpathian Mountains.
Virgin forests? What does that even mean?
Virgin nerds!
What the f***'s a virgin forest?
Besides,
Don't just skip. A virgin forest is a mature forest ecosystem that has developed over centuries without significant human disturbance, such as logging, clearing, or intense management. Oh! Whoa. Okay. That's pretty cool.
besides exporting crisp, clean water,
Fiji water sucks! It sucks. It has a really weird smell. No, not smell. Taste. It has a really weird goddamn taste.
Fiji used to be known as the Islands, with the Fijian chief Ratu Udre Udre holding the record for most humans ever eaten.
What the f? What the f?
He is known to have eaten almost 1,000 humans in his
What the
lifetime. Algeria is
What the f? What the f?
God forbid a man has a hobby.
Shut the f. Shut the f. Shut up! Shut up!
is Africa's largest country, but only 12% of its landmass is populated because the rest is just stupid desert. Yeah, so a lot of those slavery-ridden African countries I mentioned, the UK might have had something to do with that.
What? I wonder what. What? I thought they just made tea.
They also think this is food.
I mean, I've eaten something like that before. It's just, I ate worse, legit. Okay, I don't know about the meat part. I don't know what that's supposed to be. But I've eaten potato mash and like some sauce.
Bulgaria is the most unhappy country in the European Union according to a 2019 survey.
Damn. Damn, holy shit.
Scoring just 4.8 out of 10 on the happiness scale. Portugal was second at 6.2. Although Germany is mostly blamed for the violence in World War II, don't forget that Japan invaded China.
What do you mean? Nothing happened in Japan, in Germany. Nothing happened in Germany. What do you say? Nothing happened in Germany. There is no war in Germany.
And murdered over 20 million Chinese people using the 3 alls policy. Kill all, burn all, and loot all.
Oh.
But anime is cool, I guess.
True.
Albania officially banned all religious practices in 1967 until the fall of communism in 1991. King Leopold II of Belgium absolutely devastated the Congo. He claimed the territory as his own property and worked it to the bone, collapsing its population by half due to starvation and exhaustion. Belgians are not too proud of their late monarch. In Switzerland in the 19th and 20th centuries, over 500,000 poor children were taken from their families and forced into farm labor. These children
Oh no.
were called Waisenkinder, or contract children.
Wait, say that again?
Families and forced into farm labor. These children were called Waisenkinder.
Werdingkinder? Yeah, that has to be some Swiss word. Ferding?
Or contract children. The Swiss government officially said, oh, my bad, in 2013, so that's nice at least.
Oopsie. We did. Your Honor, I did an oopsie.
Myanmar is currently undergoing a civil war since 2021 with over 44,000 casualties so far. But since
Is that still going on?
TikTok hasn't told white women to start protesting it yet, you probably have never heard of it. Besides being the hardest song on Guitar Hero 2, Jordan is a Middle Eastern country currently experiencing one of the worst droughts in history.
Oh.
Everyone please send Jordan a soggy envelope of water to show support. So
Okay.
that's every country in the world. Please tell me in the comments how I'm wrong and how your country is great, and I'll go,
Good job.
see ya.
Thumbs up. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. Good video. Clappy. Clappy. That was a long video though. Holy and chat, remember, nothing bad ever happened in Germany.